Imagine if there was a way to ease the stress of Santa delivering all his presents, because the last thing we want for Christmas is stress. Well, there is a solution, even though it requires some cutting, gluing, painting and 3D printing. These are all things that you can expect from this video, so have fun. I welcome you to my last video this year. But first, let me play a little song for you to get your mood right. Okay, now we can start properly. To build a vehicle suitable for this occasion, we are going to need some stuff. To be honest, it's mostly trash. So here's my idea. I want to create a vehicle for Santa with some windows and a trailer for the presents. But first, this part needs to go. To make a hopefully straight cut, I use some masking tape for separation purposes. It kind of worked, and for sanding I use a regular nail file. When it comes to sanding plastics, it is recommended that you use the wet sanding technique to prevent the particles from flying into your lungs and you getting sick. It is much better now. And now I need to figure out where I put the door. Next, I'm going to use these parts on either side of the base. Now you can watch me putting stuff together. I pretty much kit-bashed the whole spaceship. This will be a little door for the entrance. And I made another door, because I thought the first one looked too small. In addition to that, I made a platform with a railing. So, let's glue it all down. And to give this spaceship a proper exterior, I will now add some embellishments. This is one of the panels that I position on the exterior. For decorating and making the doors, I only use cardboard. These tentacle-looking silicone tubes are actually cable ties. They are reusable several times. But I am not going to use them for what they are meant to be, obviously. Because I am up to spray paint this creation, I mask the areas that need to stay clear. Then I am cutting the excess off and start spraying. First, I use a primer to make the metallic red stick in the following round. I then apply some white to areas I want to emphasize, such as the door or the framing. Playing with the white on the red surface gives the impression of a candy cane, I think. And that is the perfect vibe. Here I have a propeller from a plane model. The base of this whole build is a soap dispenser, and this right here is the lid. Luckily, the end of the screw is magnetic, which leads me to a great idea. I covered it up with a donut of cardboard, and I am going to put in a magnet, so the propeller is still able to turn, which would not be possible if I glued it down. With the interior wall of this vehicle finished, it is time for Christmas decorating. And this is where the full fur garland comes in. As I demonstrated earlier, the green light will shine through the control panel. A red light will shine in the front of the cockpit, while the natural white will end up as a wall light above the door. The rest of these fairy lights get tangled around the fur. And to bring out the intricate details, I could not resist on a brown wash. To create a control panel, I designed some keyboards in Blender. The rest of it is also made from cardboard. And of course, we need a see-through monitor in our cockpit. I got a bit inspired by Starfield lately. This one shows where we are in space, a close-up map, and our quest. To make some keys show up more than others, I highlight them with the silver pen I also used for the scratches and places that are exposed to high utilization. For modeling the alien and Santa itself, I mostly used Blender, and then switched to ZBrush for some of the details. But it would totally be possible to only use Blender for this occasion. It is free and it works. Here we have the two pilots of this vehicle, one of which is still a bloody beginner and still gets taught how to operate and fly. I guess you can figure out which one it is. It's the same alien that you can see in my previous video, and I told you he will come back. So here he is, helping Santa and getting know how to fly. So this vehicle is something special. It is made for Santa's purposes. And since there is such a cool technology built into this vehicle, the sort function knows exactly which present needs to go where. So it does not depend on Santa, because usually he is responsible for picking the right presents for everyone, like you and me. But because of said technical advantages, he now can lay back a bit. The built-in sorting system drops the gift into the chimney just at the right time when Santa flies above the respective house. As simple as that. Speaking of presents, I want to tell you something. We never know what the presents hold. Will it hold a gem? Will it hold some socks? Do they contain good or bad? Do we get enriched by its content, or do we get dragged down by it? Do the presents hold worth? What is worth? Let me tell you what worth really is to me. It is not what the present is. It's the gesture to give, the gesture to receive. We receive so much in our lives that we can barely see the true worth of the present. We only know the present as what it is. A thing wrapped up in a gift wrap so that it covers up what's inside. So you can't see what it holds. You cannot see what's inside. You cannot see through the wrapping. You can only see the present's appearance. You can only see the present for what it is. You can only see the present right now. You might tell that I use the present as a metaphor for the future. You never know what the future holds, and you never know what it doesn't. All I want to say is that life is a jam. Take care of yourself, so have yourself a good time. Enjoy every moment, even though you take it for granted. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. And thank you so much for the present you gave to me. I really appreciate that there are so many of you enjoying what I make. That really means a lot to me, and I can't express how happy I am about it. Hopefully I'll see you around next year. I might already have some projects in mind. So stay tuned and hope I see you again next time.